Hello and welcome to the second Silent Circle's progress report. This month I streamed 17 times, which is 3 less than I promised in last month's progress report, but that was only because my SEO device broke late into the month, so I had to miss 4 days of streaming, which I was planning on streaming on. But I got a new keyboard and streamed 2 final times at the end of the month. During this month we had 17 streams, which brings us up to 26 in total. As for attempt count, we racked up 49,586 attempts this month, which puts us at 75,955 attempts overall. My goals for the month were beat every wave, which was achieved, and do 62 to 100, which was barely not achieved. I'm pretty certain that if my SEO didn't break and I was able to do the last 3 streams of the month, I would have done 62 to 100, but I digress. Also, during last month, I made a mistake when naming the parts. I called the entirety of Shay's part Shay, but in reality it's 2 different wave sections. They were both just made by Shay. So instead we have Shay for 27 to 33 and the mini wave at 34 to 42. Anyway, let's get into the streams. Stream 10 started with me talking about a run I did before the stream. As you guys can see in the title, I got a little bit of a new best run. Just a tad bit of a new best run. Yeah, I accidentally did 69 to 95 off recording right before stream when I was warming up at the spam. Since at the time I was really bad at the spam, so before each stream I would practice the spam so I wouldn't be just completely terrible for the streams, because that would be super boring. Other than that, it was a very run-of-the-mill stream. I did 69 to 88 and 81 to 96 as my 2 best runs. Damn, nice. The reason I'm mentioning the 81 to 96 run, even though I already have 81 to 100, is because I actually buffed levels since last month. So technically, my 81 to 100 run from last month is now outdated. I also did 81 to 100 off stream right before I made the buffs, so I technically have 81 to 100 times 2, even though they are technically outdated. I'm just doing this to make it more consistent and easy to follow, since it would get confusing if I just randomly nullified some of my runs midway through the verification. Stream 11 was a big one. I decided to nerf the pre-drop and buff the drop because I felt like it would make the level more fun and enjoyable. You see, playing from 0 before was an absolute drag, even worse than the pre-drop in Slaughterhouse, so I decided to make it a lot more like the Succuban Circles pre-drop and make it completely free. While this does make the level easier even with the buffs I made to the drop, I still think it'll be worth it, considering it would just be a complete snooze fest to play from 0. After I did this, I very quickly got 27 as my new best, and my first ever drop attempt. This is actually the only stream in the entire month that I decided to play from 0 on. And that's because, since the pre-drop is so easy, I want to have the drop to 100 in 3 runs before I actually start trying to make substantial progress from 0. Since I feel like I would just be banging my head against a wall trying to do the first wave without being super consistent at it. W. Alright, now twice in a row. Oh, that would've been such aura. Other than that, I did 81 to 100 for the first time on the harder version, so that's good. For the next 3 streams, all I really did was grind consistency on the spam. But on stream 15, I got 62 to 90, almost passing the entirety of Trip's part from 62. My main goal and the monthly goal at this time was getting 62 to 100, so this was a really great run to get. Yes! Oh my god, finally! Off stream, I did 77 to 100, which is barely harder than 81 to 100, but it's still technically a new best run, so I thought I'd mention it. I pretty much maintained this level of consistency until stream 19, when I got 53 to 73, which was one of my best runs at the time. I also got 62 to 89 3 times this stream, which is crazy consistency. This was easily my best stream of all time up until this point. One stream later, on stream 20, I got 60 to 89, which is a really great run. What the fuck? This singular run has 3 extra 120 FPS frame perfects, so it makes actually doing the spam much harder. So even though it's only a 2% increase, it's still pretty amazing, and easily my hardest run at this point. And then we have stream 22. This was easily the best stream of the entire month, and it's not even close. I got 62 to 89 5 times, 62 to 90 twice, 53 to 83, which was probably my hardest run at the time. And then, like 10 minutes later, it became my second hardest run as I did 62 to 96, finally passing Trip from 62. 53 to 83 and 62 to 96 remained as my hardest runs for a very long time after this. Oh my god. What is my consistency, bro? I didn't make any notable progress until stream 24 when I got a new best run to 100, that being 74 to 100. Not that big of a difference, but it was my first time getting a run to 100 from the spam, even if it was the ending of the spam. Okay. Damn. 74 to 100. Progress was looking amazing, and I had like an entire week left in the month. I thought I was gonna easily get 62 to 100. But then my SEO device decided to shit itself, and I had to wait 5 days for a new keyboard, so I only got to stream 2 more times during the month, and nothing really notable happened on the other 2 streams, because I had to take a break for an entire week. The new keyboard is great though, and I'm very confident that November will be a great month. So yeah, quite an eventful and uneventful month at the same time. It sucks that I didn't get to complete my main goal, but I did gain really great consistency, and I beat every single wave at least once. I think I can get the level in 3 runs by the end of the year. But by the end of November, I think I have a couple goals in mind. By the end of November, I want 62 to 100, obviously. I want 34% from 0, and I want drop to 100 in 3 runs. I think these runs are very doable. A side run that I want to go for is 47 to 82, i.e. passing the spam from Remick. I think at the current rate I'm going as of recording these voice lines, I can definitely reach those goals by the end of the month. So stop by the streams to see how I'm doing. Anyway, cheers.